couple things. First of all, how do you think you did?
Pretty good, I think.
Yeah? Okay. So, just a couple things. When if you start your road test off like that and things go wrong, like if they have to use their brake, that's it. That's the end of the road test. They won't even continue. If I had to use my brake to stop you,
Do I need to signal left?
because there was that pedestrian, that would have been an automatic fail. Okay.
Yeah.
Or so be very careful about that. I'm just emphasizing that, but we'll let that go. And then when you were about to make your left turn, your signal went off. Like you did put it on, your left signal, and then that's for some reason you must have maybe turned your wheel or something, and then it went off and you didn't notice. So just keep an eye on that. When you have it on, go ahead and put the left signal on, and you can hear that clicking, right?
Yeah.
Okay, just keep an ear on that. If you don't hear that anymore, reapply that signal immediately as soon as you notice it. So go ahead and turn it off. And then you completed your left turn, but then you stayed in the left lane. Right.
Go
So
to the right lane.
yeah, and they don't tell you to. They expect you to move into the right lane as soon as it's safe and possible. So that was incorrect choice of lane. That's what it says on their tablet there. Okay, so, and if you continue in that lane, that's actually a major error, not a minor error. The major errors are worth 4 points. So the points accumulate.
Yeah.
And if you make too many mistakes, then yeah, you know, it could be a problem, right? Then your speed on LaSalle, you were going 55, 56, and then holding it there for almost like 5 seconds, but then you noticed and you brought it back down within that 5-second window. So speed was a little too fast for the road conditions. Then you got into that left lane to make a left turn at the lights. A little bit too fast. You got to slow it down before you move into that lane. So signal, because you need time to signal and check your mirror and check your left blind spot. All of which you did, but you were still going like a little bit too fast into that lane. So speed too fast. And then for your 3-point turn, it was narrow.
Yeah.
It was a narrow space. Just two things. So the first thing was that before you reverse your vehicle, you wanna do a 360 scan first. Just check around your vehicle first before you back up, and then when you notice that you didn't back up far enough, right?
Yeah.
So it does take some time to get to know the dimension of your car, like the size of your car. You don't drive this vehicle all that often. You might drive your mom's maybe more often, whatever. And so you'll be more used to, the car that you drive the more frequently.
Yeah.
And not knowing where the front bumper is, it's kind of hard to figure out when to stop. But you did hit the snowbank. So just you didn't do any damage. No damage whatsoever. And it turned into a 5-point turn, which is okay. That's perfectly fine. If it's a really narrow space, sometimes it even turns into a 7-point turn, depending on, maybe it might be a little trail or something down a country road. You can just do like, if you could do it in 3 points, no problem. If you have to do it in a 5-point turn, no problem. Just don't hit anything. And then when we came up to that, just near the road test center, at that stop sign, you stopped at your line, and then you crawled out before making your right turn to come back to these lights over here. Remember that?
Possibly.
Okay, we'll be going. I'll be taking you through the route here too. So, when you're making a right turn and you're crawling out, what you did there is you crawled out in a straight line.
Yeah, I want to go towards.
You got to crawl out and position your car hugging the shoulder, hugging the side of the road.
Yeah.
Because when you're pulling out straight like that, two things. Number one, it looks like you're going to go straight, even though you do have your signal on. It looks like you're going to go straight instead of right. So it could be a little bit of confusion. And the second thing is, if you pull it out straight and then make your right turn at a 90-degree angle, you're turning too wide.
Yeah.
You got to hug that shoulder. So that's 2. And before proceeding through a major intersection, we were coming straight there to come back into the
Yeah, and
parking
there
lot.
was the car turning left.
That's fine.
That's fine?
That was
Okay.
fine. But the problem there was that I didn't see you turn your head scanning that intersection, left, center, right. Just make it more obvious.
Okay.
Just scan before you proceed. Just a quick sweep of the intersection before you go. Because you were just looking straight ahead. You were looking at that car, basically, right? So just like, and then go.
Okay.
So scanning. That's just a little bit of advice. You did fine though, going through there. And then when you're parking, reverse parking.
Yeah,
The issue
I forgot
there.
my signal.
Yeah, you forgot your signal. But also too, the reason why you couldn't get it in there in one shot was because you got in too close to the bumper.
Yeah.
You should be out here more. That way then you have a better turning radius. So that's just a very minor thing. And then you had to reposition your vehicle, which was fine. Everything else worked out after that, so that's not a problem. If you forget your signal when you're reverse parking, they won't dock you any points.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a thing for them. They don't care whether you signal or not when you're parking your vehicle. That's just a little extra thing just to make yourself more visible to,
Yeah.
you know, for defensive driving purposes. So you didn't lose any marks there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 4, that's 12. So you got my math is horrible. You got an 88, which is great. You passed. That's all that matters, right?